Hello, guys and gals. It's Cowboys Star coming back at you. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Well, the Cowboys finally break their 5 game losing streak against the division rival Commanders yesterday by a score of 34-26. Could not believe we scored that many points. Um, it was just a wild game in the fourth quarter. Uh, Lots of mistakes on both teams, but missed field goals, missed extra points. Had Turpin run a kickoff return back. The Cowboys defense did show up in this game and played a pretty good game until the fourth quarter. That's when they gave up about 21 points to the Commanders. But the kicker for the Commanders really killed them because he missed 2 field goals, I think, and 2 extra points. So I'm not sure if he's even going to be on the squad after this last game. But in the game, we got Marshawn Nealon back and Deron Bland was back, but mysteriously Trevon Diggs said he couldn't play. He must be injured. He told the team he couldn't go. To make this game. He didn't feel like he was up to making the game, so they told him just stay back in Dallas. And it's odd though. We still have yet to get both Bland and Diggs on the field at the same time. Seems like Bland's back when Diggs is out, and Bland comes back. It's just only the Cowboys. But we had no Zach Martin or Tyler Smith on the O-line, and no Tank Lawrence. He's still out. And you know what? The offensive line didn't do a bad job. Other than the too many penalties by Tyler Guyton, the Cowboys' offensive line really did a pretty decent job. We were able to run the ball enough to where we could use some play action, and Cooper Rush could throw the ball down the field a little bit, not too far. He only had one pass for 40 yards to Brooks, but overall he did a pretty good job. He was moving the Cowboys up and down the field the whole game, and uncharacteristically, our kicker Aubrey missed 2 field goals in this game. He said one of them went off his toe and kind of got caught up in the wind, and it veered it about a foot to the left, and that's why he missed that one, and the other one was blocked. So there was just about every special teams type of play in this game that you can imagine. The only thing we didn't have was a recovered onside kick, but other than that, we had just about everything. We had a block punt, we had a block field goal. We had a kickoff return back. It was a wild fourth quarter. And after Turpin runs back that kickoff, who would have thought it? But Jaden Daniels throws an 86-yard touchdown pass to his wide receiver. It was like the Cowboys just couldn't tackle him. They didn't even look like they tried to. And that was the first bad play they had made on defense all day long. But thank God we came out on top in that one. Now, a lot of people aren't happy about us winning. I'm kind of bittersweet about it. I hate to lose out on a good draft pick, but you never know. I mean, we could very easily, the way the NFC is right now, we've got 2 teams at the top, the Lions and the Eagles, that have really great records. Everybody else, and the Vikings. Everybody else has either like 6-5, 5-6. In our case, 4-7. It could happen. You could somehow, if you win out or win 5 out of the last 6, you could end up in the playoffs. There's 3 playoff wild card teams, and you could be one of them. I think the other 2 are going to come out of the NFC North, but the stranger things have happened. So it's apparent the Cowboys aren't tanking. That's one thing we know after this game, because if we were tanking, we wouldn't have put that much of an effort up to win the game. And of course, Coach Mike McCarthy said that too after the game, that that hadn't entered their mind. As well as Michael Parsons, he said, "Hey, we're not done yet. We're still fighting." So the Cowboys are still trying to win. I'm not so sure if that's the best decision they could make, but the Cowboys. That's the way the Cowboys. They're do or die. They're not going to give up. Um, Now, can the Cowboys win at least 5 of the last 6 games? And I was looking at this. I was looking at our schedule. There's a couple things that'll help us out. Now, we play the lowly Giants on Thanksgiving Day. The Giants are like 2-9, I believe. Um, they're one of the worst teams in the league. They let go Daniel Jones, let him go. Their starting quarterback. They didn't want him no more. They've got a third string quarterback in there playing right now. They lost 30-7 this past week to the Tampa Bay Bucks. So our odds are pretty good that we can go in there and beat the Giants. Okay, that's the first one. And then we have 10 days off until we play our next game, which is on Monday Night Football against the Bengals. So the Bengals have the same record as we do. They're a pretty good team, but they've got some bad weaknesses as well. And by then, hopefully, we'll get some more players back off the injured list. So maybe we can go in and beat the Bengals if we keep playing like we're playing now. The next week, we play Carolina Panthers. That's another one of the worst teams in the league. But they've been playing better as of late. That could be a tough game. Remains to be seen what would happen. I think it'd be a close game, but I think we could beat Carolina if we went in there and didn't beat ourselves. The next week, we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, that's going to be a tough one. I really don't see us beating them. I mean, it's possible if our defense can play like we did against Washington, we might have a chance. But, Baker Mayfield is having a good season. They got lots of good receivers on that team. The defense isn't bad either. So that one, I don't see us winning. And then the next week we play Philly, in Philly. I don't see us winning that game. They're playing really good right now. Saquon Barkley is having a great season. And then the last week we play the Washington Commanders again, and I think we could win that game. We play them at home. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen with these Cowboys. I'm seeing that we're probably going to win. I think we could possibly win 3 and lose 3 of the last 6 games. And that would put us at 7-10. I don't think that's enough to get us in the playoff. And if they do that and they miss out on it, that would put us probably picking somewhere around 15th or so in the draft. I think it was a mistake. I think they should have just put Trey Lance in there and tried to lose all these games. We could have got a top 5 pick. But Mike McCarthy is in a lame duck season. He's trying to save his job, and he's not going to just want to lose all these games. And I'm sure Jerry Jones has instructed him not to do that either, not to tank. So it remains to be seen now what the Cowboys do go from here. Hopefully we can get some people back off the injury list, like I said, and hopefully we can end up beating the Giants on Thanksgiving Day. I do hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate all those who have so far. And if anything else breaks on the Cowboys front, I'll be sure and get back on here and do another video. With that being said, we'll catch you next time. I'm out.